Good morning. Thank you for joining the Arup webinar series, Digital Horizons. Today, we will be exploring how is digital helping to deliver a net zero, climate resilient and nature positive world.
So as a sector, we've already developed many of the digital solutions needed to address today's most urgent challenges. But the speed of their implementation remains a significant hurdle. Despite the clear potential of these technologies, we often struggle to deploy them at the pace required. This lag is partly due to a lack of capabilities in key areas such as data management, digital literacy, but perhaps we also need to be stronger advocates of these approaches with clients, with governments, with investors and others. We need to do all we can to bridge the gap between innovation and real-world impact, enabling digital technologies to play the crucial role in building a more sustainable and resilient future.
What we study also is the cost of the models for AI, which is for us very important because it is related to the potential development of AI at scale. AI is becoming expensive, and that is raising the question of the accessibility of computing power for training models for customers, but also for public sectors, for communities. Yes, digital solutions can help address net zero resilience and tend towards a nature positive, but with three important criteria. One is to try to think systemic. Second is to be very data grounded and focus on what is happening in the physical reality of the energy use. And third, have a high impact with a low infrastructure.
AI is very costly. So what we're really looking at doing is bringing in all of the data elements that we can for our customers so they can highlight where those net zero changes are, what the remedy to those solutions can be, and how they can model that in, I won't call it a digital twin, I'll call it a digital representation, but that view of the world.
What I'm really excited about is that we're really now at a place where we can start imagining how we can leverage digital to operationalize the circular economy of material systems. At the construction side, AI-enabled augmented reality, paired with edge computing, can streamline our material efficiencies. Imagine an AI-enabled material bank monitoring available reusable and excess materials from construction sites, and then reducing the transaction costs of brokering, collection, and distribution of recovered material. And that should become as easy and reliable as sourcing new material.
We already have climate change and we have a climate emergency. So for London, climate change is a social justice issue. We know that climate disproportionately impacts on those at risk. In 2022, we had over 300 heat mortality deaths. We know we have a lot of data on where the heat hotspots are, where the flood hotspots are. What we need to do much better is understand who lives in these buildings and how we're going to readdress the inequalities. So a lot of data is protected around people in buildings, so we can't always extrapolate that data. And that's where AI and digital technology is going to really, really help.
We are working with Arup to transform how cities and communities plan for siting and managing stormwater infrastructure. Stormwater, it's the fastest growing source of water pollution in the world as the world rapidly urbanizes. And what this means is ecosystem loss, flooding, and water quality and availability issues. So to stem the issue, we're testing artificial intelligence and machine learning technique that we're calling smart watershed network management. What this system does is we're now able to integrate real-time weather forecasting and predictions into existing stormwater infrastructure so that it can adapt to conditions on the ground. And what it can also do is it can drain down water in advance of a storm to create more flood storage, which is going to be critical in a rapidly changing climate.